Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to DFS Coach Talk. I am your host, Josh Davis, also known as Crash. And today I am joined by our other baseball expert, Mr. Doug, aka Liver Punch. Doug, how's it going on this Tuesday afternoon?
It's going great. How you doing?
I'm doing well. You know, it's kind of different. We've got this random series in Korea between the Dodgers and the Padres. So we've got some regular season baseball, but it's not quite opening day. So we're gonna have to wait another week or so for that. But we do have regular season baseball at 6:05 in the morning. So are you gonna go to bed early and get up early for that one, or are you gonna record it and watch it later? I think I'm gonna record mine and watch it later.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna record it and watch it later. I'm excited to watch baseball out there in Korea, Major League Baseball. It'll be kind of different, exciting.
Definitely exciting. I believe they're playing in the Sky Dome, so that's a KBO. You know, if you remember, I don't know if you were around back then, but we used to have Coach and Andrew that would cover KBO, and that's actually how I found out about DFS Coach Talk. Believe it or not, so it's interesting how they're playing in that stadium. Yeah, it is. It is how I found out. I believe I want to say Kiwoom, I think, is the team that plays there. I'm not sure on that, but I think that was the team that played there. But anyway, the Padres and the Dodgers are going to be playing there early tomorrow morning. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. If you're new to DFS Coach Talk and you would like to join us, you can send us a DM on Twitter at DFS Coach Talk. Also, you can email me, jpdavis1982@gmail.com. We do have our MLB opening day special for $59.99, which is less than $8 a month. You're going to get the entire Major League Baseball season, the rest of the NBA regular season, the NBA playoffs, the NBA finals, first couple months of the NFL season, and PGA and any other sports that we cover this year. So I would love to have you join us. We have a very family-friendly, very positive and encouraging community in our Discord. So once again, hit us up on Twitter at DFS Coach Talk, or you can email me, jpdavis1982@gmail.com. Well, Doug, let's go ahead and get into it. Starting with the pitchers, we've got Yu Darvish on the mound for San Diego against Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers, making his official debut as a Dodger. So how do you see that matchup playing out? Are you going to be using any of the pitchers in your showdown matchups, or what's your strategy going to look like for that?
Boy, the prices are really up there, especially for Glasnow. I might do a slight fade on Glasnow for opening day. My only concern there, Crash, would be he might rack up a bunch of strikeouts and might walk 5 guys, give up 7 strikeouts and maybe 1 run, and that's my only concern there. But otherwise, Darvish, I think, is a fair value.
Okay. Yeah, I think Glasnow might be a little bit limited. I think he might only pitch, 4 or 5 innings. It looks like like he's going to be limited because, like you said, they've got opening day about a week away, so they're not going to throw 6-7 innings or something like that. So definitely not getting the full value for the price with Glasnow.
Yeah, we're not ramped up yet.
Yeah, definitely not. Any key hitters that you're looking at, maybe besides the obvious Ohtani, Freeman, Betts, Machado, Tatis, those kind of guys?
Boy, that's a great question. It'll be interesting to see what Lux does, first of all.
Yeah.
I think I don't see him hitting a couple homers by any means, but definitely will be interesting to watch him. Ohtani, obviously, being out there, and but the guy I really want to watch is Ha-Seong Kim. I think that he could pop one out for a homer quite easily. Maybe go 2 or 3 hits in this game. I really see him having a good game.
Okay. Any of the real cheap value plays that you like? The Outman, Hayward, Lux, Campusano, Rosario, Merrill, any of those guys stand out to you?
Well, Outman stands out
Uh-huh.
more than the others, but he is also prone to a strikeout. His career numbers are a little hit or miss. Definitely hit or miss. Put it that way. He's all or nothing. But if
Sure.
he hits in a 2 or 3 run homer, and the Dodgers have that lineup that just grinds you right on down.
Yeah.
And so they may have to pitch to him with the bases loaded, and
Yeah.
you won your money.
Right. Right. Yeah. He's back at the 7th spot. So he is further down the lineup. So yeah, he's definitely going to be looking at some possible situations where the bases could be loaded. What about on the San Diego side? Any value that stands out to you there?
Value, boy. Well, I like Darvish, but as far as the hitters, it's gonna be tough. You got Dong Hee Yoon. It'll be interesting to see how he does, and he's not priced up. And I do like Cronenworth. I think the lefty and righty matchup and him being a little patient at the plate might help him out as well.
Yeah, I like Cronenworth too. Yeah.
Those are two guys to look at. But
Okay.
I think the pitchers have a definite advantage this time of year.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, we've seen that in spring training quite a bit. Once they get further down in the bullpen and stuff like that, the bats usually get some homers and stuff like that. But for the most part, the spring training has shown that the pitchers are definitely ahead. So I do like the pitchers as well in this matchup. I probably like Glasnow a little bit more than Darvish, but again, we're not sure exactly how long he's going to go. So I think that the Dodgers definitely have the better lineup as far as the batters go. But these are two good pitchers, and they're both capable of putting up big numbers. So I think that's pretty even. Like we talked about before, we don't have any other games to really talk about yet. We're still about a week away from opening day, so we will be back next week for our opening day podcast, of course. Doug, any last thoughts you want to add before we get out of here?
Well, absolutely. My one thought I wanted to ask you: who are you thinking would be the best place for, say, a captain position?
I'm looking at James Outman. I know you mentioned James Outman. I'm looking at him at the captain position just because the pricing is so expensive. You've got the top bats like Ohtani and Freeman, and if you want to get one of them and a pitcher, it's almost impossible to do unless you go value at captain. So I'm looking at James Outman. I think he's a good captain. I lean towards the Dodgers in this matchup tonight, so I do like Outman as my captain.
Yeah, the other one I'd even sprinkle in the Dodgers that's cheap would be possibly Hayward.
Hayward, yeah.
Just again, and Tasco Hernandez is 1 for 3 for homer, but that's an extremely small sample size.
True. Yeah, I think it's like 1 out of 3 he is against Darvish. So,
and then we don't have much information as far as the Padres and their numbers against the Dodgers.
Right.
Darvish, Glasnow specifically, because Glasnow's only pitched in the AL East for several years now. So,
and he's had it almost 2 years that he missed for his injury? I know he was out for a long time.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's like the top spot coming up too.
Yeah, definitely.
All
right, guys.
Go. I just wanted to mention Merrill was the one thing I wanted to mention on see how he does for San Diego as well.
Yeah, Jackson Merrill. Yeah, I think you mentioned he's going to be playing in center field for them.
Yep, he's a depth. What I like about him is he's a contact hitter, Crash.
Okay.
So he's not maybe he's average on the base paths. He's but he does get the bat on the ball quite well. But he's a rookie, so we'll see.
Yeah, he is. He is a rookie, exciting prospect. Go ahead.
He's also had a very good spring training.
Yeah, he has. I've watched a few of his games. I think that's going to about do it, Doug. So we're going to get out of here, but we will be back, like I said, next week for opening day. We're both super excited, obviously, for that. Hope you guys can join us then. And we'll be back again on opening day as we look to crush it in MLB, DFS, and Prize Picks. Thank
we'll crush it.
you.